Now, the Ghana Education Service has assured hundreds of junior high school leavers who had challenges with their placement that issues will be resolved by Friday. Director General Professor Kwesi Opoku-Amankwa says with the exception of students who want to change schools or their residential status, others with genuine issues would be resolved. Out of the 122,000 students who had challenges with the self-placement system, over 80,000 have so far been placed. Kamala Adom reports it was generally orderly process on Tuesday as heavy police deployment coordinated proceedings.
A day after chaos broke out here at the Black Star Square, which saw at least 3 students and a parent pass out during a near stampede due to attempts to get solutions to the school placement challenges, the situation has changed markedly. Here at the Black Star Square Tuesday, officials of the Ghana Education Service, the police, the Computerized School Selection Placement Secretariat have sort of provided an escape or an alternative for the scores of parents and students who throng this place to attempt to get placements for their children. So what you see in the picture at the moment is parents and students attempting to select 2 schools out of about 80 or more schools that have been provided for them to choose from. What it is that once you choose 2 schools which have available places or slots, you make your way to the Solution Center, an official will attend to you, and then the process continues from there. I've been speaking to some of the parents who are yet to go through the process. Here's what they've been telling me.
I'm in the queues long time. I don't know even where to pass and even where to go. And there's nobody to tell us that my people be here or be there.
But the police made an announcement that you people should occupy specific sheds, so they come and call you 20, then you come 20.
I went there, there's no response. When they said the yellow side is from certain aggregate to certain aggregate. When you go there, when you mention that, they said this is not the place.
St. Tracy's, where you 13, up to West Africa, you call the press motors. I just said, bad day, Timmy Diamond. Miniscam, the Bahadine, Yabaha Fiada, a Jordan and the Mabes Summer, so I'm finding 12 roses day, and mammy.
So Margaret Amponsan says her daughter was placed at West Africa Senior High School in Accra when they live at Akwetia in the eastern region, and so they want a school around Akwetia given to her daughter so that she would be a day student there at least, rather than be a day student that was here in Accra, which is far away from where they live. I've been speaking to some of the parents who have gone through the process so far. They say assurances are not certain. They've been told that they should expect a phone call from the Secretariat by Friday to know which of the 2 schools they selected will have the award attend.
When I went there, they said we should wait for them to identify whether they are going to give us the green or the gold. Okay. So we have to wait for them to call us. Okay. And that means in this case, we have to wait till they call us. So if they are learning, that means they are learning ahead of them.
But they didn't give you any indication when they will call you?
No.
Okay, so what was the...
And we wanted to change the school. The school that they gave here is under Canopy, Eastern Region, St. Thomas, which is not good for me to take my word to that place. So I intended that they should give us the second choice, which is Winneba. We went there and the house mistress said we should come for letterhead from the educational office. We went there, they said we go to sports office. We went there, they said we should come to this place. And we came here since last week. From Monday, from there to today. By the time that they finish up this thing, it's almost a time.
There is heavy police deployment here. I've counted more than 25 police officials. I spoke to Accra Region SWAT Commander of the Ghana Police Service, DSP Suleiman Asule Jr. He tells me that the police had to review their strategy together with the Ghana Education Service following the chaos that broke out yesterday.
We're all not happy to see what happened here yesterday when the numbers swelled up, and the people here actually could not even continue with the work. So we had a meeting, the regional police commander, his second in command, the regional operations officer, and then a few officers. We came around and had a meeting with them. And then so moving forward, we have to review our security arrangements, and that's exactly what we did today. The officials of the school placement and the GES also made us to understand that they have categorized the people. Not everybody here is here with the same problem. So they actually detail officers and then different decks to attend to these issues. So this morning, having put these crash barriers to control and manage the crowd around this act, just to enable the people working to be able to work, we spoke with them and then we put them in the various groupings so that if you had scored between an aggregate of 6 and 7, 8, 9, and 10, you were put under a particular shed. And then if you are here with a special case, you are also put together and then under a particular shed. Today, we didn't want anybody to form a winding queue and then stand in the sun, but to put them under the shed. And so with the arrangement we have under the Act, at each time or particular time, we go in and bring in, say, about 20 people with a particular issue, and then they sit down. After they have finished attending to them, we go in again to the stands and bring in another batch.
So that was Komla Adam's report. We can now listen to the Director General of the Ghana Education Service, Professor Kwesi Opoku-Amankwah, who has been speaking to Komla.
The issues that we have here are just about 2 or 3. There are people who have done automatic self-placement. We did the automatic placement for them. And they are people who selected their own schools, 5 choices, and we've placed them in one of them. But for most of them, they want to come around and then see if they could change, because maybe they didn't get their first choice or they didn't get their second choice. But at least they had one of their choices. Okay. Now, for them, what we are saying is that once it is your own choice, you cannot change. Now, then we have those who come in here who say, I am day, but I want to do boarding. What we're saying is that you can't change. If for any reason we would change for you, then we are going to give you a comparable school in the area where you live so that you still go and do your day. Okay. Now, then the next group of students or candidates and applicants that we have here are those who are supposed to do their self-placement. For self-placement, you really does not need to come here to do self-placement, because the machine on which you realize that you have not been placed, when you go back on that same machine, you can do your self-placement. Okay. So you don't really need to come here. But if you come in here, we'll give you the list of schools that you can select from, and then we expect that they go back, look for a computer and then internet, and then do that self-placement. So those are the issues. Now, yesterday, I believe we had the situation that we had yesterday because we did not work here on Monday, on Saturday and Sunday. So being the first day of the week, we expected a lot of people to come around to come and see what was going on and how they could get their things done. Now, today, from the experience of yesterday, we were going to close the place up. But when we came here in the morning, we realized that people had already come to sleep here and are queuing and things like that. So what we've done is that, just as I said, we have put them in the problem areas or the issue areas. So if you look up there, it's one issue. If you look here, there's one issue here. There's another group in that order. So based on the issue that you are bringing, you go to the various places. And I think now everything is working. And we are thankful that it is working. They have listened to us. But let me also put it on record that we need to acknowledge the eagerness and the enthusiasm for people to want to be part of the system. Everybody wants to take advantage of the president's free SHS program. And that is also some of the reasons why you see people thronging here to make sure that they get schools. We are not changing schools. It is part of your selection, which you did yourself. If for any reason you want to change from day to a boarding school, it won't happen. But if you want to change from day to day, then we could get you to a closer place. If, for example, you've chosen a day school in Volta region and you want a day school in Eastern region, that one, when you get to them, they will note it down, and then we'll get you a closer school, a school that is closer to you, that you can still do your day as is required.
Okay, just before I let you go, I've spoken to some of the people who have gone through this procedure and are leaving. They say they've been asked to expect a phone call by Friday to know which of the schools exactly their wards are going. What if they do not get their phone calls? Some of them seem unsure.
They will get it before Friday, on or before Friday. As we speak now, the 122,000 who were supposed to do self-placement, we have less than 40,000 now who have not done self-placement. So in spite of all the issues that we are talking about, a lot of people are doing the self-placement and they are on it. So I believe that by Friday, as we're saying, probably the numbers may have come down to maybe 20,000 or even probably less.
Well, still on this matter, Minister of Education Matthew Opoku-Prempeh believes some persons with evil intent are sabotaging the process. According to him, some of the students and parents who collapsed at the square staged those incidents. He spoke on Asempa FM's Ekosisem on Tuesday.
85.
85. The SEO Independence Square in Echi.
Obi, the SEO Independence Kwabrani and the Jessica didn't go for good bus for
Independence Square.
Independence Square.
Obi didn't go for good bus. How?
So we may travel to one sister station, no broadcasting. But I don't say you
but that's a serious allegation.
I'm telling you, Kwabrani and the Jessica say.
Kwabrani no.
Oh, so Ghana and the infant no mayor president. Ghana and she the president of Pedit. You non comedy. Everybody will be everybody in the Canada and Ghana.
And only the Minister of Education, Ghana.
So baby, so amazing.
No, but the point is, Omu ababe guhua obi neba bema yamane girls school, obi oba yamane boys school, obi say
obi
of our board in yamane day. Are those not genuine concerns?
Obi computer did a castle will be a bema na obi oba. I draft 4 money per coffee layer, and then per croye mistake. So you say computer, it's gibberish out.
Yes.
School placement contain information from WAEC. From WAEC, so we can notice errors. Obi was a problem, Libya. You be the Hujuma. The new moon a trace here. Over trace here, we the 100 be a more Ediokuno, Obanya school. Na pay school na umanyano. Obanya program na pay program no umanyano. Otusu day the day na man. And so say the upper body.
And it cannot be so be na share that swan will be go so amanya the omoye no. They have concern.
They say nipa bebre wo musua ya bobu pass obey the omoye.
Enti ye nim say social statistics na said ye waka no nipa bebre na enya placement and almost your mompe Omababi go Independence Square. How that whole thing was managed, especially ENRA, to the extent who Samanphobi, Chashi, and all of that, no? Was it pleasant? Say, Uti ministry na Uti report na when
TV now. I just there effort. Name so nim the body for be so ya. See, a shadow. Last year, if I
yeah, Independence
on there. We BC. So because I do body when you body for be through Chroma,
so that's Education Minister Matthew Opoku-Prempeh, and essentially what he's saying is that some persons with evil intent, bust people to the Black Star Square to make them stage those scenes of people fainting and collapsing, as you saw earlier. I'll leave you to your own judgment.